Alright, so today's gonna be a quick episode. As I said in the last tutorial, like I wanted to show you how to use Torus, Coil, and Pipe. These three tools, they're pretty simple. Just want to go through them quickly. So first of all, I'm gonna start with Coil because I have something that I can show you, an example of where I used this design. Um, but basically, you just click on. It's very simple. You click onto Coil. You choose which face you want to create it on. I'm creating it from the top, and I'll just go to the top actually, and then you choose the diameter that you wanted. So I'm going to just click 10 cm. That's fine, and it gives you a pre-made coil, right? One already, so that's pretty perfect. It looks like a spring. You can adjust it quite a lot, right? So you can adjust, if you don't like your diameter, you can bring it up more. I'm just going to leave it back at 100. I'm going to leave it at 180. You can adjust the height too if you want to add more. And you can make all these adjustments on the side too. So here where I wrote the length, I can do 200 there. Expand more. Where I wrote the height, I can just do 300 instead, right? And then you also have how much you want the diameter of the coil to be, right? So you can change that from here, and again you can change that in the section size. So you can just do 50, and yeah, I'm just gonna increase this a bit first, and then one last thing that you can do while making coils is you can adjust how many coils you want, how many revolutions. So you can adjust that here, of course. So 5, or you could just use this tool that they have here. If you drag it up, it goes less. If you drag it down, you get more. You can get quite a lot depending on how high you're going up. And the reason I wanted to show you this first was because I wanted to show you where I used this design for the first time, how I learned it. So I'm just going to click enter here. And that was when I was creating Thor's hammer. Of course, I watched a tutorial for this, so it's not all my work. But it was a great tutorial for that. And that's how I learned all my fusion stuff. I watched tutorials, I created designs, kept practicing and practicing. So this is that coil that I was talking about. Of course, you can change the color too, using the rendering tool that I've taught once. I'll quickly use. Let's go for metal brass. I just want to quickly pick something, and yeah. So you can change the fabric and color of your coil. I'm gonna delete this actually first because I want to create the others. So the next one is Torus, right? Once again, it's very similar. You create the you click Torus, you choose which plane you want it at. I'll go top again. You choose the diameter. So I'll zoom in. That much, and I'll continue with 100 again. And oh shoot, that's an accident. That was an accident. Okay, I'll just redo it again. Torus, choose plane, and 100. And then again, you can create how the thickness of the circle. I'm gonna orbit there. Yeah, you can create the thickness of the circle again. Right, so you can use this one here. Sorry, no, to increase the thickness, you choose here. You can make a donut too, and then again you can change the diameter if you didn't like your original one, right? So this one's pretty simple. It's self-explanatory. You can change it here, of course, too, on the sidebar. Yeah, so I'm just gonna click OK. Then we're gonna delete this body too. And lastly, the third tool. I know today's gonna be a quick tutorial, but I wanted to go through this real quick because I've just been wanting to catch up on a few things that I'm missing out. I know it's quite a bit sometimes, and sometimes it doesn't fill up the videos, but yeah. So for this last tool, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create we're gonna use a fit points line, and we can just make any random measurements that we want. So not measurements, but any random line. I'm creating a pretty big one, but yeah, it doesn't have to have an connect at the end. So once you have your line, you can click finish sketch. You go back out and you create your pipe. For the pipe, you need a line to follow, which is why I just created that fit points line. I can select that pipe, and there you go. You have your design. Of course, you can increase or decrease. Sorry, one second. You can increase or decrease the thickness of your pipe, but that will happen if the thickness is overlaying with another piece. So I'm guessing it's happening there, which is why it's not allowing me to create it more. And then this point here just allows you to like fall back in line. If you didn't like how far it went, you can just drag it back, and yeah, or you can't really drag it front because it doesn't have a direction that it's going and it won't go straight, but you can create that. So I'll click OK, and yeah, that's basically it for today's episode. Just a quick tutorial on using the pipes, coil, and Torus. But yeah, that's it. So some neat tools to make some more curves. But yeah, all right. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks again. I'll figure out what I'm gonna be teaching you guys then, I think, because I had this idea like a week ago and I wrote it down. I haven't got an idea for the next class yet, so I'll figure that out and you'll see in the next episode. Anyways, see you guys. Have an amazing day.